Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer, race number 7 at Keeneland on Saturday. Kicks off a $300,000 guaranteed pick 4. It's the Grade 3 Ben Ali Stakes. Our coverage is presented by DRF Bets. Sign up now, access a $150 bonus. Just go to drf.com/join and type in the promo code TV150. Let's take a look at this field of older horses. They're getting set to go 1 1/8 at Keeneland. Approximate post time is 4:24. Your morning line favorite, Mike Beer, the number 6 chip leader. Interesting, never hit the board from 3 starts on the dirt. Good synthetic and turf form. Big speed for Pletcher.
Yeah, I guess I can sort of understand why he's the favorite. You know, he's making a second start for Pletcher. He's run some fast figures. He has speed, all those things. I mean, I don't know how much you want to get caught up in his dirt form so far. Only 3 starts. They were, I don't know, almost 4 years ago. But he was actually in pretty good form on turf around those dirt races too, and he was terrible on the dirt. I don't see how you could trust this horse as the favorite. Would I use him in the pick 4? Maybe I would use him defensively, but I don't see how you could bet him to win as a favorite.
He's really not my kind of horse, although the Timeform U.S. Pace Projector has him on a candy situation, having him on the lead, that blue bar favoring horses on or near the early lead. Are you a little bit concerned about this 1 1/8 distance? He's come close, but no cigar a couple of times at 1 1/8. And last time out, arguably on his preferred surface, that Turfway Polytrack, that was kind of a nice, easy pace, and he still couldn't hold on.
Yeah, true enough. I mean, I'm more concerned about the surface than the distance for him, but I guess we'll see what happens.
The number 2, Rafting, could be sitting in closest attendance to the number 6 early, and that would be a great spot for the Graham Motion trained son of Tappet, who unfortunately missed a year of action. It looked like this horse was going places as a 3-year-old when he was second to Destin in the Sam F. Davis Stakes. It looks like he's gone back into form at Tampa for Motion, and last time out he was just in against a better horse.
I agree with that. I mean, I thought he ran fine last time in a race where, you know what, he took his shot in there. War Story's just better than he is. He couldn't catch that horse in the stretch, but he did improve to a new top figure in there. I think he does get maybe this kind of a trip in here, and if you don't really you know, trust that Pletcher favorite chip leader, this horse might be in a perfect spot to take over coming to the stretch.
Chip leader isn't like the dirt, you're right. He might be in control of things turning into the lane. Hollywood Handsome, interesting that the blinkers come on, sort of a late blinker edition here for trainer Dallas Stewart. This horse was second most recently to Good Samaritan, who we know is okay and better than Hollywood Handsome. Hollywood Handsome tried to get into the race on the back stretch. He was 4 wide. He eventually made the front. He was no match for Good Samaritan in the lane. All in all, a much improved effort from a buyer speed figure standpoint, and he'd benefit if the track comes up wet. Yeah,
that wouldn't hurt him, and there is a chance for some wet weather, I guess, on Saturday. I don't know, Dan. I guess I could go either way, and I like that he got a new top figure last time, but that was just the kind of race that, to me anyway, it's not that easy to evaluate. I mean, the pace horse went wrong on the turn. Good Samaritan looked like he never got out of first gear and ran that field right over. I don't know. I like the improvement he showed. 3-1 does nothing for me on the morning line. I guess he could win. I didn't like him that much.
Guess Sweet, the number 1, was briefly on the 2017 Kentucky Derby Trail. He won the Grade 3 Lecomte over a muddy surface before finishing 4th in the Risen Star. He would like a wet track, and he came off a small layoff most recently to win at the fairgrounds from off the pace. I think he's a rock-solid horse, and like Hollywood Handsome, coming off of a career top buyer.
Yeah, maybe he can just take another step forward in this race and put himself in the mix. I think he does have to improve to win here. I liked his effort last time. He got a really nice trip in that race, and it did sort of feel to me, I don't know if you agree with this or not, the horses that he ran down in the stretch, they finished 2nd and 3rd. I feel like they were kind of tired in the stretch. They sort of raced each other. He set a perfect trip. He got by him at the end. I think 9 furlongs is fine for this horse. I like the post that he has, and as we already talked about, could come up wet on Saturday. He likes a wet track. There are things to like about this horse, and I think he's a square price on the line.
Hollywood Handsome adds blinkers. Giuseppe the Great removes blinkers as he stretches back out for trainer Nick Zito. This horse has raced with blinkers in the past. He actually won his maiden at Keeneland with blinkers back in 2017. Could you make the argument he was just compromised by a lack of pace in his last 2 races? And if you go back 3 starts back, you see a win, although a slow one.
Yeah, maybe he's just not, you know, a 1-turn miler where they can get away from him early in the race and it doesn't really play to his style. I guess the real question is he good enough in a race like this? he kept some pretty good company as a 3-year-old, and I feel like he acquitted himself pretty well. He wasn't one of the best 3-year-olds last year, but he ran some nice races. He just feels like the kind of horse who just might need a real setup in this race. Maybe he gets it.
Rated R Superstar had the edge of getting a very fast pace last time, but he was still wired by Shotgun Cowboy. He was a nice horse and likes Oaklawn. I've never thought of this horse as a 1 1/8 runner, and with his kind of running style, he might be really up against it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know if the distance really works for him, and if he's just, he's turned himself into a really deep closer. That's not going to help him in here.
Can you make the argument that Aurora Way is slightly dirtied up? His most recent start was at Gulfstream, and I have that track that day being intensely speed and rail friendly. You're to blame. Wired that field on the rail, came back to run third in the Challenger at Tampa Bay. Behind Rafting with a 95 Beyer speed figure. Take that race out. He's got a 90 Beyer 2 starts back at this distance. He's now going kind of second start of the year. He's got some upside.
Yeah, of course. And as opposed to the Pletcher horse, this horse has actually run really well on dirt. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. He's 10-1 on the line. He's a horse I think you want to consider using.
Let's take a look at our top picks for the Grade 3 Benelli Stakes. Came off this $300,000 guaranteed pick 4. You're going with Rafting. You're a fan, and listen, this is kind of a hidden class drop, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. I just think it's a really good spot for this horse.
I liked Hollywood Handsome's most recent race. Dallas Stewart has always thought highly of him. He just kind of rushed him into tough spots. Maybe he is finally figuring it out. He is getting blinkers on for his 3rd start of the form cycle. Maybe that can keep him close to the pace because there's not a lot signed on. Mike's going 2-1-6-3. I'm going 3-2-6-1 in the Grade 3 Benelli Stakes. And again, if you want to bet this Keeneland Saturday card from home, please consider DRF Bets and its $150 sign-up bonus. Sign up for an account, get the bonus. Go to drf.com/join. Use the promo code TV150. An approximate post time for the Benelli, 4:24 Eastern. Best of luck.